All right, so I'm gonna give this another try. I had loaded up this plugin moments ago, and unfortunately, it actually crashed on me. So I'm starting from the top just to try to keep this video short and succinct. So the plugin's loaded up. It starts off with no preset loaded. There's controls here, but they're not going to impact anything, especially when I don't have a preset loaded up. So I'll go ahead and go into load. It brings up this custom picker over here, and I can drill down into one of the folders where I've got some presets and just pick from it. And you can see instantly I get a visualization like this. And you can see it's reacting to my voice currently. So that's great. Not only can it load up presets though, I can actually load up an entire folder full of presets just by picking the folder itself and hitting open. And now this is loaded up as what's known as a playlist. So when I click on the label here that shows what the current preset is, it turns into a drop down and I can actually pick a different one like this. And now the visualization that I'm getting is different, so it has a slightly different reaction to my voice. That one's not the greatest, so I'm going to pick yet another one. So you can see it's quite easy to navigate around and pick some kind of visualization that'll hopefully be suitable to the kind of visualization that you're looking for. Yeah, I've always liked Geist ones. Okay, another thing you might have noticed if you're a keen observer once I loaded up a playlist is that there's some new buttons that showed up on the left-hand side over here. We've got a previous and a next button that'll do exactly what you think. It'll just go to the next preset in the playlist, like that. And it tries to soft transition into it, and the previous does the reverse of that, so I can go back one. And that's just going in sequential order. So if I hit next when I'm on this one, it'll go down to this, and then next again, and so forth. Furthermore, if you want it to have the ability to automatically progress through presets in your playlist, you can hit this autoplay button here, and now there are two different events that can happen that will trigger it changing to a different preset. The first of which being a musical event. So sometimes if there's audio coming in that meets the criteria for triggering a next preset transition, then it will do so. I'm not entirely sure how that works yet because it's part of Project M. My guess is that it's volume based, but I'm not 100% sure. The other option is that it will only stay on a certain preset for a set amount of time, and I think I've currently got that set for 20 seconds. So if after 20 seconds there hasn't been any significant musical events, it can actually move on to the very next one. And if you don't want it to go in sequential order, you can always pick this random option here, and that way when it's changing, it'll move around your playlist rather sporadically. It might pick this one, and then this one, and this one, and then this one. It can go all over the place. And finally, of course, we've got a hard cut option. So as I mentioned before, when it's trying to transition from one preset to the next, it typically tries to kind of fade into that. But if I put the hard cut option on, then when it moves from one preset to the next, it should just jump to that one instead of having any kind of transition to it.